alert. What's going on, you guys? I'm going to talk about today some of the scams that happen in cryptocurrency because I think this needs to be addressed. I think every week now I'm going to cover a different kind of scam and make sure you guys are aware this is a new industry where some of the smartest people in the world come into cryptocurrency because it's programmer language, but also some of the smartest scammers in the world come into this industry. And I'm going to cover one of the major ways that they scam a lot of people as soon as I get back. What's going on, you guys? I'm back. This is EB Crypto, Eric Brent, and today we're going to talk about scams. And the reason I have to discuss this because there's so many scams in the cryptocurrency industry. Most of us missed Bitcoin in the beginning, and you know why we missed it? Because this is programmer language. I'm not a programmer. You're not a programmer. I'm not a crypter and crypto or cryptographer or somebody that write code. That's a whole different language. And I talk to a lot of programmers and coders, and they have their own language. Trust me. And I'd have to tell them sometime, speak English. And they say we are speaking English, but they have their own language. Like doctors have their own language. So we missed it because it deals with a lot of programming. But I teach it on a layman's level. I don't get into all the programming stuff with you guys. I just show you guys what it means, how it works, so you understand that later on you can learn all the programmable stuff. But I'm not a programmer. You don't have to be a programmer to actually make money in this industry. But there is so many scams because you're dealing with the smartest people in the world. That's a good thing because they keep coming up with new innovative technologies and new platforms that's so innovative and creative. But also you're dealing with a lot of scammers because they realize that some of the smart scammers realize that the majority of the people don't know how this stuff works. This is why I dedicated myself to teaching people because I realized nobody's coming into the hood to teach my people nothing. Not Mark Zuckerberg, not Bill Gates, not none of them. So I kind of dedicated myself to make sure my people get it. But I want to say this: it's so much money in this industry. I don't even know why people scam it. I mean, if you take all that time to build a website, market, and do all the stuff, you some of these websites are intricate. To do all this stuff, you might as well do real business. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, if you're a scammer, you're just a scammer. If you're thinking negative, you're just thinking negative. And if you put that same energy in this industry that you put into scamming people, you can make money if you put that same energy in it. But let me just cover one of these major scams right now. I was scammed like this years ago, about 4 years ago. I was in a company called Tron Case, had about 700 people in that company. I made money for about 3 or 4 months. After 6 months, the company shut down. A lot of people were pissed off and lost their money, and I lost money too. But at the same time, I learned something very valuable, and I learned how these companies work. Now, how did I get scammed? I met the owners. I had meetings with the owners. The owners had their own cryptocurrency they came out with. They launched it, and they had their own exchange. How would you know they scamming? No scammers go that far. I don't know if they had good intentions at first and then the company just crashed because they tried to have a different model where everybody was sharing one wallet. Actually, the company had their own wallet and everybody had to get their deposit, the withdrawals from that one wallet. That could have been what crashed it. It's almost like a run on the bank. But anyway, I know scams. I know scams. I've been in this industry so long, I can see them a mile away. I know how crypto works. I know every ins and outs of how crypto works. So I can identify with the red flags. I've built over 8 softwares, me and my programmers, and I've had over 3 or 4 websites just in this industry alone. And I've been a part of about 8 or 9 different initial coin offers. And I launched my own initial coin offer. The only thing that made it not happen for me. I launched it, but it launched around like 2020, and then after we started creating momentum, COVID happened. But I know this industry. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys. I don't have much time left, but this is a major way that they scam you right here. Let me share this with you. This a lot of these going right now. There's so many of these going, it's not even funny. And so this is the main way they scamming people. This is what they call a high yield interest percentage. So they call them HYIPs, HYIP. And when you see these, this website, I'm already familiar. This is a template they got from an ICO company that makes templates. But when you see this called it's called Comexbit, which is a weird name. Comexbit, COM. I hope you guys can see that. EXBIT. This is the name of the company. And when you see these type of companies like this, 1%, 1.1.5% an hour. Come on, 1% an hour. Then you got it's $50 to $99. They're gonna get a lot of people with that. They're going to get a lot of people with that $50 to $1,000. You're gonna make for 5 days 1.5 percent, which is about $180. Then they got this other one, 2% an hour. I have never heard of that in no real business model. I have never heard of this interest rate. I've never heard of this yield, this AP, whatever, AP hour, whatever. I've never heard of this. 2.75. It does not happen in the real business world. They want $10,000 for 3 days, and they'll take up to $50,000. They're scamming people big here. I've seen a lot of these, even if they're paying you 1% a day. This is not real business. I don't know any business models that work that fast. I just don't. I was watching some of the greatest traders in the hedge fund and stuff like that. Some of these guys, they require at least $100 million. I know Ray Diallo requires about $100 million to even invest with him, and he hasn't even taken someone in 10 years. I'm gonna say that again. He requires $100 million and you to have like a billion in assets to even take your money, and he hasn't taken a client in 10 years. And he only offers, listen, 20 something percent a year. Now, these are the real big guys. Ray Diallo made money in the 90 something crash. He made something in the 2008 crash. This guy knows what he's doing. Okay. And this guy does not offer you no 1% an hour. That's no way. So when you see these kind of businesses, it's a scam. Now, they got another one that what happened was this was only going for 2 days. And then after 2 days, they took it down. No, it's still up. It's still up. But they stopped paying out. And they told everybody, oh, our site got hacked. And if you want to get your deposit, if you want to, keep making money with us, go over here to this site. This is the other scam, and pay $75 to get access to your account from this site so you can get your investment from this site out of this site. Now you put another $75 in here to get your 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever, a couple $100 that you already invested. It don't get no. This is one of the. Oh my God, I don't know how people fall for this type of stuff. But again, look at what they got on this side. Let me see what they got over here. I think they got over here some crazy and outrageous numbers as well too. They got what they got. Let me see. What's the oh man, this is all screwed up. They probably paying some high absorbent amount of money as well, too, with this. I don't know what the interest on is, but it's a scam. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a scam. It's all a scam. That one called Coinexplorer. It's a scam. These are scam websites. So don't fall for this at all. Again, like I said, I want you guys to see that website. I want you to see it. Let me see. Let me go back to it. Not just the Coin Explorer, but you need to see the what's the other one? It was a Coinexbit, the Coin Explorer. You need to see them both. Let me see that other one. Here it is. Here's the other one right here. It's called Coinexbit. Do not do anything like this. These are all scams. Please listen to me, or you're gonna lose your money. I've seen these sites last for I've seen some of them last for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months sometime. I've rarely 6 months, usually a month or so, your money's gone. So don't do any of those websites. Please don't do any of those. or you're going to lose your money, and then you're going to say, I did crypto and crypto don't work. That's not crypto. That's playing on your greed, and these companies exist. Do not answer anybody in your email. Do not answer anybody in your DM talking about, oh, I'm a Bitcoin trader. Oh, I'm a Bitcoin miner. All of those guys or females are scamming. Take it from me, EB Crypto. Been through all of that. I'm here to save you from losing your money and teach you how to do real crypto. This is why I teach classes. I'm going to leave a link down below for you to contact me so you can learn really how to make real money in this industry without getting scammed and learn how to identify the scams. And I even have people to teach you trading crypto, trading Forex, trading whatever it is you want to trade. I have linked up with the top experts, the 1%, the 2%, a group of traders who are in the top 2%. So I've linked up with some top players in the game that know how to trade, that make major money, and they got classes. And so I'll show you guys the real people, but I'll teach you guys the real crypto. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. You guys have a good one. Deuces.
Cryptocurrency.